Let me show you some tips and tricks for Samsung Galaxy A57. So first of all, we're gonna open the gallery, and over here, if we go to the gallery, we should be able to open a photo. And then let's say you have something on the photo that you wish to remove or to fix. In that case, you can tap on this Galaxy AI icon that we have at the bottom of the screen, and then you have a couple of options like, for example, remaster or object eraser. So let's say we're gonna use the object eraser in this case. Let's say I don't really want this diecast, this car toy, to be on this picture, so I can just actually simply select this diecast, then it's going to be highlighted, and I can tap on erase in order to quickly get rid of it. This can also be done to, for example, people, to other objects, and so on and so forth. Of course, there is a chance that you will see some leftovers, I guess, after removing something, but you should be able to select them as well and try to get rid of them too, and hopefully it's going to be better. Sometimes you have to do this a couple of times, sometimes it works straight away. This of course depends on the picture itself, and once you are done, if you are satisfied with your results, then you can tap on save, and then of course you can save as a copy if you want to keep the original photo. Of course, we also have circle to search on this phone, and in order to activate it, you just have to press and hold your finger on the handlebar if you use the gestures for navigation, or you need to press and hold your finger on the home button if you use 3 buttons for navigation. Once you activate this overlay, then you can, for example, select the area as a reference that is going to be used to search in Google. So this area that is selected over here is used as the reference, and then I get Google search results based on the selected thing. This allows me to, for example, find out what the certain thing is on the screen, like what the object is, what the thing is, what the accessory is, what the car is, who the person is, and so on and so forth. So you can simply search with the image as a reference. Instead of drawing a shape, you can usually just tap on the section on the subject as well, and this allows you to quickly select the reference area. You can also adjust it quite easily by grabbing by the corners over here that are, of course, thick or thicker, I guess. Besides that, the circle to search feature allows you to, for example, recognize songs, or allows the phone to recognize songs. So if there's like a song being played somewhere in the background and you wish to know the title of that song, then you can tap on this music note button, and then you can wait to get Google search results with the song title. And also we have screen translation. So if you open a website and it is in a foreign language that you don't understand, you can use this translation button here, and the language is going to be detected automatically, and you should be able to also choose the target language in here. And there we go, the screen is now translated into the selected language. What is also pretty cool now is that we can also enable the scrolling option. So if you tap on this button over here, you should be able to keep scrolling down in order to be able to, well, to scroll down and translate further things. Of course, you might need to wait like a couple of seconds before the circle to search catches up and translates the screen, but I don't think that should be really a problem. Alright, so besides that, of course, we can access notifications on this phone by swiping from the left side of the phone at the top, and also we can do this from the right side over here. And we can also go back to like a previous style of notifications by tapping on this pen icon here in the upper right corner. Now in here we should be able to go to settings panel, and we can switch from separate to together. Besides that, we have this option over here, device control and media output, and if you choose show when quick panel collapsed, you should be able to have access to media output in the notifications tray, which is not available by default on this phone. So now if I make that change, if we now go back, then over here we should be able to access notifications first and then quick settings. So now I can swipe down anywhere to see notifications, and then I have part of the control center in here, and then I can swipe down again in order to open the control center. This is the classic style of the quick settings panel. It was available like that. The style was present in previous Samsung Galaxy models or in previous One UI versions. This has been updated, of course, to this more modern approach, but we can still revert that at this moment, and we can have the combination of notifications tray and a couple of quick settings shortcuts. One app that I think is really worth checking out is the Good Luck app, which we can find in the Galaxy Store over here. If you go to Galaxy Store, you should be able to search for Good Luck, And this is an app that allows you to have access to many different plugins. This is the one that I'm talking about. It allows you to have access to many different plugins that are usually not available by default, of course. And these plugins allow you to have access to certain customization options, to some various settings, which once again are not accessible by default. So for example, if we go to the sound assistant option in here, we should be able to find many different options related to, of course, the sound. Like, for example, you can change the appearance of the volume slider. So as you, for example, press volume up or volume down, you should be able to have this very cool looking panel in here. We can, of course, choose the effect, the texture, the color type, and the shape of the sliders. You can choose your favorite one. Besides, of course, this I can also recommend you using, for example, the theme park over here, which allows you to create your own theme, your own keyboard, quick panel, icon pack, and we can also create your own appearance of the volume panel as well. There is also, for example, the quick star, which allows you to go to the panel theme, where we can customize the appearance of the panel theme over here. You can also edit the panel style by yourself. You should be able to make some adjustments in here. Also, there are some advanced settings, but also we have the visibility of indicator icons, so you can decide which icons over here at the top should be visible. Like, for example, if you don't really want to see the mobile data signal all the time, you can just quickly turn it off over here. You can do the same thing with everything else that we have visible in here. So you can probably organize your top section of the screen quite easily. And of course, these are just example plugins that we have available. In this case, you should be able to find even more different options that are definitely worth trying out. Now, the next thing that I want to show you is edge lighting or edge lights, and in order to find them, we need to go to settings. Over here in settings, we're gonna go to the notifications option, and then we're gonna choose notification pop-up style, and if you use the brief pop-up style, then we should be able to use the lighting effect over here. In my case, I use this echo one. It allows me to see these like lines over here on the side of the phone once I receive a new notification. We can of course adjust the color. We can also go to advanced in order to find other options, and if you want to, you can of course use additional other settings additional styles instead of these side lines, so you can see them pretty much right next to this capsule that of course we see when we receive a new message or a notification, of course. And last but not least, if we go to settings again, and this time scroll down to the device care option, and then in here we proceed to memory. Then in here, after a couple of seconds, we should be able to access RAM Plus, which is of course a pretty convenient way to quickly increase the RAM on our phone. By default, it seems that the phone uses 4 GB of additional RAM, but we can actually increase it to 8 GB. So if you feel like your phone could be better in the case of performance, if the phone lacks a little bit of performance, you can increase to 8 GB and restart your phone in order to apply the change. And that is pretty much it. Leave a like and subscribe.